Hey guys, FaceGuru5 here. I'm just making this rant really quick because this is something I just have to get off my chest right now. As you guys may or may not know, I've been in summer school for the past few days. We've had a lot of work to put ahead of us, but, it hasn't been too much of a problem for me. I've gotten some stuff done. In fact, I think right now I have 0 missing assignments, so hooray. But some people don't feel that way. Some people think that the work is a burden and they don't want to do the work. These are not all the kids in that class, but it's a good handful of them, like maybe 6 or 7 of them at least. This is a group of young African American boys who don't feel like they need to work for things, they don't want to do the work, and instead they would rather waste time lollygagging and talking to each other about being niggas and how they're making money and all this stupid shit that frankly needs to stop in this society because it's just feeding the mindset that this generation is quickly succumbing to at a sharper rate. But anyways, the main reason why I have a big beef about this here is that the class cost $360 to get into. 360 US dollars, which is a lot of money for a family like us and not so much money for everyone else in this area because we live in a very affluent area. And I could tell these young black folks, their families are pretty wealthy because they can afford them all these clothes, and one of them had a Beats by Dre, which is a couple $100, about as much as the classroom he's attending right now. Yeah, it shows you how much richer people are here than we are. But anyways, the main reason why I have a big beef about these behaviors is that these kids are just sitting around goofing off and fucking around, and whether they're wasting their time and they're wasting their parents' money. And that is both a squandering of your own time and your resources, but also it's a complete show of disrespect to the teacher who put together the program and the parents who paid for their kids to be in this program. And I think that's a really shameful thing that these kids are here just goofing off and not paying attention and they're not getting their work done, but I know that their parents must have put in a lot of time and effort to get to that money. Despite what I said about them being a bit more affluent, they're not, upper class, they're just higher up in the middle class than we are. Go figure. Freeloaders in general just really do piss me off because they're not there for anything. They just want an easy ride through school. They want an easy ride through life, and I'm here to tell you that's not fucking possible. You don't just get your life handed to you on a silver plate. You have to work for things. At least that's what my family believes. You have to work for everything you have so that you can know for sure that you have it. You don't just buy a college degree. You have to work the years for it. It doesn't just happen like that. And sometimes the road is really rough, but you just gotta power through it. And that's what these freeloaders lack. They lack that motivation to really work to succeed. They just want to succeed without having to do the work. And that's the major mindset in my generation. And it sickens me. It sickens me that these kids just don't understand how hard life really is. And they're going to be in for a rude fucking awakening when they get to college. I know I certainly did. I used to be a freeloader myself. I used to be a freeloader for the past year now at college, and it took me until spring quarter for me to realize freeloading is worthless. You have to do the work in order to do it. And I'm learning that lesson more and more now as summer school, as I have an entire credit on the line here. I have to earn that extra credit for English just so I can graduate. I don't feel like having to do another year just to catch up on that credit. I've figured I could go ahead and do it now, so that way I could have an easier time with financial aid and stuff, which is something that I'll really need because I'll have to be paying tuition for my classes now. But anyways, yeah, that's really it. To those boys in that class, let me just say that I feel sorry for you. I really do. And I feel even more sorry for your parents because they paid so much money for you to basically jerk around. And that's a shame. That is a very, very, very shameful thing to have. And not only is it shameful, it's a complete lack of respect, a complete lack of gratefulness. And yeah, it's now a bed of roses. Life has never been a bed of roses, especially for my family. My family, we come from a long line of people who have been at a disadvantage for many, many years, and even now we're still not that rich. But we're better off than how we used to be in our past. But, I'm just amazed that these kids just don't give a shit. And they make their own race look bad. They make their race seem like, oh, well, they're just slacking off. They're not doing work, so therefore all these black people are a bunch of people who don't want to do work. And I hate to say that. I really do. I really don't think that. But I have a feeling that that's going to be the impression that some of the students get on these people. So yeah, I just wanted to make this really quick rant because I needed to say something about this, and I figured if I can't say it to these buffoons in person, I might as well say it in this video, just so I can stop thinking about it, because it's really been bothering me all day. But yeah, anyways, that's about it for this rant. I'm Space Guru 5, and have a good day.